Today, let me take the opportunity to address Sewami here and I's issue. Let me take the opportunity to address it. Sewami here is a beautiful woman. She's a beautiful woman that has been through it all. And God, we thank God so much. Nana Banamwa has been through it herself. That is why when she sees somebody at where she was when she was young, she always wants to help the lady. Me, I've been stubborn, so it's like we've never been able to come up with a plan. But Nanaba has done a very great job with Sewami here. You know, Sewami here is one of the girls that when she was on campus, people used to call her, you like sugar daddies and you sleep around. Just ask me that the same thing that I get. You see? And Nanaba started media early. In media, once you're on media, it's like men feel they can buy you. Do you understand? There are lots of men that just by virtue that you're a celebrity, because you're a celebrity and he has money, he feels he has to sleep with you. Do you understand? As soon as you become a celebrity, people just feel like you become like an item, like a luxury car, or you become like a Ferrari or Lamborghini or whatever it is. So the people feel like when they have money, they can buy you. Do you understand? There are people that I remember when I said I working at TV3. I have a friend. As for him, his fantasies is sleeping with celebrities. You know, he wanted us to date, it didn't work out. Then when I started working at TV3, I want to sleep with Helen. How much is that going to cost me? I want to sleep with Bellamundi. How much is that going to cost me? Do you think I can get Anita? So you see one man, he's fantasizing about all the female celebrities. And he feels he can pay to sleep with them. You see, they sleep with the us girls in the media and then turn us against each other. So it was my good friend though. It was like one time I was having a relapse. Then somebody came into my DM. Just as people are writing comments. Let me even turn off my comments again. I've turned off the comments. Just as I'm talking like this. Then somebody sent me a DM talking about Sewami has slept with that, Sewami has slept with that. Do you understand? The mistake I did was when I screenshot the message, I shouldn't have covered the person's name so that they will truly see that the information is not from me. I had just gone to visit Nanaba as GH1. We were talking about, after leaving TV3, what can I do for myself? And as for Nanaba, she always says that we live in a sexist society. So if it were her wish, I would stop all this lingerie and other things. But I know deep down inside me, that is something I like. Because my trauma in sex, I wanted to turn into something positive. That's why I'm doing the sex toys. That's why I'm doing the lingerie. That's why I talk about relationships and sex. Because it's ingrained in some part of my brain. I can't let it go just like that. So I have to coin something productive from it. So we discussed a possible mental health show or something. Because she wanted people to know the intelligent Abena Korkor, the Abena Korkor who is a university graduate and all that. She wanted to emphasize on that. So we met, and I think I had ordered my Uber. I don't have a car, so I ordered my Uber. Whilst I was waiting, Sewami was sitting in her Mercedes. She was like, "Oh, why are you standing in the sun?" And she made me come and sit in her car. When I sat in the car, she was studying for a law exam or class. And I was so impressed. I was so proud of her. I was so proud of her that no matter where she was, she has transformed herself. Do you understand? She has transformed herself. She's a career woman. She has her side hustle with her sister, Mommy. Do you understand? They are doing great. Whatever, even if they are doing anything bad behind the scenes, they are doing great. And sometimes you end up doing these bad things because sometimes you find yourself in a tight spot. Like yesterday, I posted Randy Abbey's picture. When I got a relapse, and a friend, I don't even know what I should call him a friend, because if he's a friend, he would be still my friend. Ferguson, or Yejuma or GBC. What bay? What's me go back to school, and then they said they want to take me to law school. I'm a mempelo. I'm somebody. Sometimes it's difficult for me to take sides. I want to reason, analyze that, or maybe the person was triggered to do something. That's why no zigbon. But that's why it was like all the men I slept with, I put the blame on myself. I put the blame on myself that I am the reason why it's like I live with bipolar disorder. I seduced them and I slept with them. That is how I convinced myself. But my mind battled with it. That if the first relapse, you didn't know it was bipolar. They also didn't know. But the second, third, and fourth, and this current one, the men know that you live with bipolar disorder. The men know that you have problems with hypersexuality. The men know that when they sleep with you, you are likely to come and talk about it on social media. So second, third, fourth, fifth, men came. They are still coming. Randy Abbey. So Ferguson was like, they want me to go to law school. And I know that law is not for me. So there was a lot of back and forth. Eventually, I applied, and then I got admission to Mount Crest University. And then I thought about it. I'm like, when I was doing my master's, a gentleman that liked me, but I couldn't like him back, Mr. Elliot Kwame Twum. He worked for Goldfields and Ash Gold. He's a classmate of my big cousin, Mr. Charles Loco. He's Infantipim 1990 or 1991 year group president. So as much as Elliot was, as soon as I met Elliot, now Samsung S6 about out. Or kind $1,006, mommy, go to the mall and go and buy it. But I saw a big brother in him. So it was like, even though he was spoiling me and everything, I couldn't fall in love with him because it was like, it's like I'm sleeping with my big brother Charles. And it didn't sit well with me. So Elliot did everything. Elliot used to pay my hostel fees. Like he got a one in a room at SRC hostel for me. What my if it's isn't money that I need, Elliot was doing everything for me. But I couldn't fall in love with him because I saw him as a big brother. I couldn't. Elliot is just, I think, one of the very few men that actually came into my life that wanted to marry me, wanted to settle down with me, saw me as an intelligent woman. Always when I wanted to do my master's, Elliot paid my master's fees. 10,000 Ghana cedis. He paid for my hostel fees, about maybe 5,000 cedis or something. When I started my cocktail business, Elliot is the one that gave me the money. Elliot Kwame Twum, wherever you are, God bless you. Thank you for your investments in me. Because I know that you didn't like me for sex. You liked me because you wanted me as a wife. I don't know if it's not too late, we can consider it. But these were the reasons why I couldn't get there with you, because I saw you as a big brother. Do you understand? So sometimes young ladies, like, you be in need, and then the only solution that you see in front of you is a minister who the only way, like Honorable Thomas Aquinas former Cape Coast MP. I remember when I was standing for a South Sea presidency, I took a proposal to him that I needed the support of the NDC party. I admired him. I was like, oh, he's doing a lot, because he was friends with my friend Prince Charles Walker. He's also stood for Cape Coast North. Charles has transformed himself. So I know when he gets that position, he's going to do a lot for Cape Coast. Charles, keep on keeping on. Michelle no, Neshe baggy jeans, no doubt to answer. Nashe t-shirts kakraba. Now when I see you and your smart kaftan, your smart 3-piece suit, I'm so proud of you. I am so proud of you. So proud of you. Oh, at woman name at Kwame Walker name. Kwame Walker order was say. Kwame Walker is proud of you. His spirit is behind you. Keep on going. Forget about what people see. And some people don't see you as capable, because they are seeing you as that party Cape Coast boy. They always remind you of the things you did in Lagos. That is how the devil is. They will remind you of your past. When there is greatness before you, I'll become a woman of God. I'll become a national leader. People will remind me of my past. But that is what the devil does. He reminds you of your sins and makes you feel you don't deserve the love of Christ. But you deserve the love of Christ, no matter what. So I know, Sewa, the same men that sleep with you. You know one man that you slept with and I also slept with. One Bernard Osei-Tutu. That's capital. One time he went to drop me at Studio 7. And that day, not knowing you were in the salon, you were also doing your hair. So you saw his car, you saw his Range Rover drop me. And then later on, you went to ask him if he has anything to do with me. That man, he's friends with my former boyfriend, Mr. Kojo Berry. He's friends with Kojo Berry. And Berry took me to his house. When you go to nigga labo with your neighbor say nigga on a pay. Do you understand? That's how some friends double cross their friends. And then she told me, Sewa saw me the day you brought me to Studio 7. As for that girl, almost the whole of Accra has slept with her. I'm like, oh my God. And these are things men, like my first Cape Coast relapse, you know what caused it? Honorable Aquinas and then a team of other men that have come to ask me out and they didn't get, even Kofi Aban. Kofi Aban, before Kofi Aban became Kofi Aban, we knew him. He came for speech day. He saw me, he liked me. At that time, I was in a relationship with Bernard Pokukufo. So I was not interested in anybody else. That man is another one great man. When he met me, he told me point blank, I have a baby mother and I'm engaged to my wife, now his current wife, Adeline. So whatever this is, it's just supposed to be a fling. He's one of the honest men who are, like you, this is just, I'm here in Cape Coast to have fun. And we have met, so it's just supposed to be fun. And when I saw him, I was like, attracted to him. Funny enough, I'm 30th January, he's 31st January, and I'm into horoscopes. So that I went to read my horoscope, and the horoscope said you're going to meet an Aquarius man who is going to connect with you, understand you. It's going to be an exciting time. I saw him on Friday. He was with his 2 friends. So when I saw him, they were at Cape Coast Hotel. And then I told Charles, hey, who is this guy? He's very good looking. But Charles didn't say anything. But I was supposed to go and bring my friends so that we all go out. So that I give my friends to his 2 other friends. And I told Charles, being Tintin, I don't know pay. And later on, they were like, hey, Abena Korkor has seen Kufuor's nephew. I didn't even know he was Kufuor's nephew. I didn't even know. That time he was driving a Mercedes S-Class. Me, if you are coming to impress me with car, I don't know cars, so I don't know cars. Like, I can see maybe this is Range Rover from, I know a car by the logo on it, but me name cars. So they were like, you've seen Kufuor's nephew and you've seen his car. Hey, I'm not going to and your market. I had no idea. And when I met him too, I encountered a leader. English impeccable, gentleman, taste in alcohol. Oh, that day we went to Cheers. Oh, I don't, and I mean no means like a cry. Name is missing me in Papa way. He'll be sitting by the bar, then I'll kiss him, I'll be touching him. I think that was when the bipolar was starting. Because later on, he has a sibling that lives with bipolar disorder. So later on, he asked me, no, he didn't ask me. When I had my first relapse, I called him. Then he was like, I saw signs, but mental health is something private, so I didn't touch on it. He has a brother who lives with bipolar disorder, so he could tell. So he like this, whenever I really connected with him on a different level. Like, I liked him so much that I was like, I know he has a baby mother and then he's engaged. If he wants me to be his lifetime mistress, I am ready to be his lifetime mistress. All my friends, Kojo Walker, all of them, they know that as for Sebe and Jie, director, Presido Jie, he's my I respect him so much. This man, whenever I used to go to their residence, the residence at Kumasi, the Kufuor residence, when I get to Kumasi airport, they'll come and pick me up. I'm treated as a lady. They'll come and pick me up. As soon as I get to the house, my luggage will be taken care of. As soon as I enter, the butler, maybe if the chef and butler, he'll come and ask me what I will drink, what I will eat. I was used to going to men's house and cooking, cleaning. So when I used to come to Ben's house, it's like they are doing everything for me. I felt useless. I had not experienced that before. I wake up. By the time I step out, they've come to lay the bed. No, I'm used to laying my own bed. I'm used to waking up and doing something. I will go there Friday to Sunday. I'll be useless. I'll just be getting VIP treatment. And he will go to work. He will come back. When he comes back, we watch Bloomberg or CNN or BBC. And then we have discussions. I remember I watched The Long Walk to Freedom with him. The biography of Nelson Mandela. He always used to have intelligent conversations with me. So whenever I was with him, my mind was really opened. Every time, when I was dating him, I put him in 4.0. So that I just go and show him, because he was a man that was not overwhelmed with my beauty. He was overwhelmed with my intellect. So he's one man that has seen me for me. Ladies, don't be in love with a man that just sees you for sex and doesn't want to see your personal growth. Such a man is a fool. Be with a man who is interested in your personal growth. Ben is Kufuor's uncle. Supposedly, he's a very rich man. But I've not even spent up to Ben's 5,000 Ghana cedis or 10,000 Ghana cedis before. But if he calls me today, wherever I am, whatever I'm doing, I will stop and go and attend to him. Do you understand? Whatever he needs me for, I will stop at the line where Akufo Ado, I don't even know your last name well. I think you have a combination. One time I saw your your video on is it you were wearing this beautiful kente, you know. You are a beautiful woman. I'm not surprised because I know Ben has great quality of taste in women. Do you understand? I respect you so much. Today I'm not talking about your husband because I want to disgrace your family or anything. Do you understand? Your husband loves and respects you. There was one time his birthday, you guys came to Cape Coast. He had told me, we had already had a conversation. I am engaged, so there is no way that you have to disrespect my baby mother or my wife. Don't disrespect them. So I respect, because I respect him, I respect you. I am not here to disgrace your husband or anything. Once you guys got married, he stopped everything that he had with me. He stopped it out of respect for you. He stopped it. So I'm not here to disgrace him. No, tomorrow is his birthday. I know if he were my husband, I will lay my everything for him tomorrow. Please, tomorrow, I don't know if I send him a message or if I call him, he'll pick up. But please wish him a happy birthday for me. And give him the best treatment you can ever give him. Because that man is my king. He is my leader on earth. He's my Nelson Mandela. He's my Kofi Annan. So please, give him the respect that I wanted to give him that I couldn't give him. Please give him for me. I wish you one day become a president of Ghana because he's a true leader. He's a product of, I think, is it Brown's College or more. He's a gentleman. He's a God-fearing man. Ben always has his Bible by his bedside. I read the biography of Obama also in his house. Every time he has books by his bedside, he always reminds me to pray to God. He always reminds me to do better for myself. Ben Poku Kufuor, Kwabena Poku Kufuor, tomorrow is your birthday. Wherever you are, happy birthday in advance. So, Chna Dia and Chemia, in them, me platform is so wish you happy birthday. So, Sewa, forgive me. The men, they will do things with us and then they will go and gossip. No, ebi mo bo odinya, omo besre kwa. You are a beautiful woman, no matter what you have done. You get a good man to marry. Sewa and look at Oprah Winfrey. Look at your mother, Nanaba. She's not married, but she's don't be defined by marriage. As a woman, marriage is beautiful, marriage is good, but don't be defined by marriage. You must serve and give your best. So that when they mention your name, Sewa me here, or Mrs. whatever, Mrs. Sewa whatever, they have a long list of things you have done, positive things you have done, before it comes to you are the wife of so and so. I'm so proud of you for your progress. I congratulate you on your foundation and all the work you are doing. Keep it up. Another amazing woman, Sandra Nkobia. Imbe mani di ni honko konsa bebre. And now you too, you are one amazing lady, a lawyer who is all-rounded. You know, she's sexy, she is rich, she's everything a woman can be. The men will sleep with her and will come and gossip about her. The men, they are turning women against each other. Women, munji men manifimutim, and let's stand together as one. Right now, the energies governing the universe is the feminine energy. So it is an opportunity for every female to rise to their grace. Read about feminine energy. And if you are dedicated to God, dedicate yourself well. Kwame, where are you? Kan ho na ya late. Ye beko St. Paul's. So I'm going to Empowerment Worship Center first. And then I'll go to St. Paul Methodist Church. And I'm going to celebrate my birthday in the church I was born into. And also the church I am in now. And then 4 p.m. there's a mental health support group meeting. If you are interested in coming for the mental health support group meeting, DM me and then we will get you the location. Do you have a mental health diagnosis? Are you a parent of someone living with a mental health diagnosis? Come, let's unite as a family. When we support each other with our experiences, it makes the journey easy. Because the journey is very difficult. It's not for the faint-hearted. Families of people with mental health challenges, don't give up. Keep on pressing. Keep on pressing. My heart goes out to Kanye West. You know, the divorce, your children, all the things you have been through. It's not easy for you. It's not also easy for your wife, because being a wife of somebody living with bipolar disorder, it is not easy. It is not easy. So Kim Kardashian has done well. Kanye has done well. It is not an easy journey. You can imagine if there's a man in my life right now, the family will be calling him, see the woman you want to bring into our family. See the woman, his ex-girlfriends will say, see the woman you chose over us. Do you understand? Look at what she's doing to herself. So it's not easy dating someone or being married to someone with bipolar disorder. It is if you get married as someone with bipolar disorder, then that husband that you have gotten is a gift from God. Because no ordinary human being can just marry you. You are somebody who will be constantly be battled, because you are a prophet, you are a messiah, you are a genius, you are a leader. So the attacks on your life are more. And it takes a strong man or woman of God to be with you. So as I said on the delay interview, I'm not looking for Dabi Odaka. I'm not looking for an ordinary man, because I'm not an ordinary woman. You need to be a strong man of God to be my husband. So I'm not looking for any ordinary man. You see, all the men I encountered, some of them, they don't have a strong backing. Some of them too, the spirits behind them is against God. So they will always wrestle with me. When you have sex, there's a spiritual union. There's a soul tie. And your life will be connected to the other person if the person's spirit is strong. Me, my spirit is strong. I be wo asofo no mo TV ne so no. Omo ka no kre me say omo yi show bi wo say Kofi TV say den. Papa bi no fra kente wo say Abena Korkor has 5 stars. Amafo ehun ne future, omo ehun ne ni onyam. Oya abofra no bi be hwe ne nsem ene omo hu ne ni onyam. Nti omo pese omo gi ni onyam. Some men of God are men of God. Others too are not. Prophet Gideon Danso is a man of God. You see churches, big churches, that don't support their church members that are needy. Prophet will advise. He will preach you. When you need, he will support you. When I was going to buy a car, he supported me. When I was going through relationship problems, he supported me with prayers and advice. Do you understand? In all things, he reminds me I should seek ye the kingdom of God first, and all other things shall follow. He's a true man of God. There are men of God who have tried to sleep with me before. There's one man of God, Uche. Uche, he's the one who prayed at Tracy Boache's party. That man was like, he says he's married. When he met me, he says he's into real estate or something. Then later when he said he's a married man, his wife is in the States, but he wants me as a side chick who's a second wife for me to meet him. When he was going to the UK recently after Fifi's polo club party, I went to see him off at the airport. And he's like, whenever he sees me, he gets hard. He's been wanting me for a very long time. I'm like, hey, man of God, I'm like, hey, man of God, you get hard-ons. And he kissed me before. He was like, oh, he would do some shopping for me or whatever. Shopping in Wambado, and I'm like, this man is so far. What the show, dear. Oh, yes, so for Papeni. And then I just cut him off because me spirits are made battle with no, and yes, spirits get one of a day before Rebecca home. So I just cut him off. So there are good men of God, and then there are men of God that sleep with people and all those things. As so far, my dear designer na show off in Kwama. Sorry, man, bre. How are you supporting my sorry, man? Prophets on obession easy near dear, but he supports the church members that need it. People that are donating, supporting Empowerment Worship Center, keep on supporting it because that prophet is a prophet. He is a teacher. Another good teacher is Reverend Mensa Utabel. If you have podcasts, if you have iPhone and you have podcasts, and you want to transform your life, one man of God you should listen to is Reverend Mensa Utabel. He's a powerful man of God. A very powerful man of God. And there's another one, I think, Spintex ICGC branch. There was a man, Atro something. He's another powerful man of God. Their teachings, and then TD Jakes, Archbishop Duncan Williams, Joel Duncan Williams, they are powerful men of God. Joel was my friend when I was in Legon. You know, when he met me, obviously I'm a beautiful girl. He liked me and other things. But because he's a true man of God, he knew that this is not a girl I'm supposed to sleep with. So if he had slept with me, right now that he's a man of God, I would have come to disgrace him. So he was my friend. He always reminding me to lead my way with Christ. Whenever I go and visit my cousin at Trasako, he will come with his car and they will play Scrabble or chess in the car. Joel Duncan Williams is a true man of God. Forget about, what he's done as a young man. As a true man of God has to do a bit of everything. Like me, like this. Me be yes for mamia. Boni bia me dibida. Intima me huma sorry ba no de. Asemba. Me man scripture. Me man a testimony of my life too. That is a true testimony. We say, who preaching now or practical examples, sir. And you can say advocacy, like, you're advocate, you have lived experience. As a man of God, you must have lived experience. You're a man of God, now you've not been through anything. If you're a man of God and people don't have anything to say about you, it's sad. As I say, a man from your past life, no more nyam coupon, Eddie wa brabo beye, modia muncha motion and yakupon babeye ma brabo. My life will be a living testimony. Sana nyakupon oye na adie. Sawati nyakupon sana oye na adie. He will make you a living testimony. He will make you a living testimony. So I am a living testimony this morning. And pay me kwa sorry me kodanya me ase. Uyo bia won kwa sorry na onyo man ko yi a ye na pa sorry bi ko. Yenape asori biko. Go to a Bible believing church. Don't wait till your life is perfect before you go to church. At Empowerment Worship Center, they say, come as you are. The best is yet to come this year. Mama ko empowerment. In there, mumbra sorry. Mama be share online. Mo share, mon share. Because the prophet is an ordained priest of God. So his message must travel far. The judgment day is near. They say Jesus Christ is coming very soon. The false prophets have become a lot. The end times are near. There will be strange happenings. Look at COVID. Look at what is always happening to me. Look at what is going on in the world. There's so much instability. People are dying. My heart goes out to Regina King. He lost his son by suicide. People are dealing with a lot. This dawn I was having suicidal thoughts. Suicidal thoughts are real. Because when I see the things I am doing in people's homes, it torments me too. Obi, like me sorry I no pe bia na me bo obi di na me ka ne ho asem money a onipa ko no bo mpa ye o de me be kotun obe ko ni kotodwi. So onye obi oye na me sum ni so o de me be fa baby. Nti attacks de me nye bi pa. Attacks de me nye bi. Me nye bi pa. Every single day is a battle for me. It's a battle. It's not easy. It's a battle. Battle of spirits in me that want to possess me. But God is supreme. They say all things will work for your good. All things are working for my good. All things are working for my good. Thank you. Goodbye. Go to church. Pray. Shake your foundation today. Shake your foundation. Don't give the devil the chance in your life. Shake foundations. People that have cheating husbands, cheating wives. Somebody sent me a message. Sammy Owuku is not only a cheating husband, he is married to a cheating wife. You people should pray. You people should go to therapy. If you want your marriage to survive. If you want to be a true leader, Sammy Owuku, go for therapy. Stop sleeping with young girls. Go for therapy and solve any sexual addiction problem you have. And pray. And pray. And pray. And pray. You know the political battle, it is not a physical one, it's a spiritual one too. Se enya Nyankopon so na wosom na wonam bebia sa bosom no bosom bi eniwa eso se nyame. Inti wa fa nyame na fa ne yie. Because attacks eba woso no nia wo de ye me no mi sutre na me. I cried naked. I didn't curse you, but that cry has cursed you. A lot of women that you have disappointed have cursed you. Your political enemies are fighting against you. So if you want to progress, because you are an intelligent man, you carry a lot of weight. But if you don't work on yourself, I said it in my last relapse, there's an international appointment for you. Just as Kofi Annan had an international appointment, you are not a Ghana leader, you are a global leader. Do you understand? You are a global leader. There are some leaders who are not global leaders. You are a global leader, so if you don't work on yourself, I always say that these men, I have apologized to them, but they have to apologize to me. At first, I needed closure. I don't need closure from any fucking body. The closure I need is from God. So if you not fucking apologize to me, I don't give a damn. Do you understand? I don't give a damn. I don't need your money. I don't need anything from you. Your power that you have is from God. So it's God that I have to seek. It's God that I have to seek. When you need to be politician, because my help coming from the Lord. And yeah, no more dear buying seeker. A buying seeker. Now me did 19. Me the drugs go US because I'm pay $50,000. as at 19. Muhu, Bema Ben, never Ghana has say. In them a birthday, Bema Ben will be to me $50,000. Say Abena na fecha wenum keke. On dimi. Bema Ben na. Ghana ni Bema Ben will be to me in Sabon and Po. Say, Mama Oba 50,000 Ghana cities, man. For Oba, Mendi Oba no. Oze. Ghana. Okay, my ride is here. Thank you. I'll be coming to you a lot to talk, to give you the truth, facts and figures. I'm not having a relapse. I am an honest speaker. When I see me who boni ameka, into me and for me di boni. I want to apologize on this platform. I want to apologize to a certain lady. I admired her from afar, but I dated. I didn't even know she was the wife at that time, but I dated her husband. Even when I got to know that she's that same lady, I was still dating the husband. CEO of Jamrock. I've dated your husband before. I've had a fling with your husband before. He told me point blank, I'm just using you to fulfill my fantasies. That was it. It's been over a year. I've not had anything to do with him. It's been over a year. He loves you, he respects you. But whenever, you see, the other time I came to Jamrock, I wasn't expecting him to be there. When the three of us were in the cabana together, there was a lot of tension. A lot of tension. Because almost all the men, when I met them, I didn't even know they were married. And to know when you are dating somebody and you don't know the wife is different. But when you know the wife and you admire the wife, there's always a piercing in your heart when you see the woman. Because you wonder what will happen if the woman finds out. And unfortunately for me too, I have relapses. So I know, say, many married man that they can, the wife will find out. And what kind of image am I in the wife's eyes? Because for a woman to hate another woman is a strong hate. On this platform, I apologize to all wives that I have dragged their name in the mud. Go, love your husband, men, and mema, yes, a man, what is in Tamago, who found always yes, you. And I want you to read Proverbs 31, woman, read it and read it well. If you're a wife of a leader, you have to be a woman of God because he's constantly under attack. So it's not any baby akekena. As a worry leader. On your prayerful woman, I want to mean worry leader. And a leader there, who worry leader till you die. If you leave the marriage, find alternatives, every possible alternative. Don't let divorce be an option unless you don't love the man. But if you love the man, fight. Victoria Lebene, thank you for standing by Eugene. No matter what happened between me and Eugene is my friend. Eugene is a good person. He's a very good person. He was a good friend to me. He should be somebody that I should have been sleeping with, but I didn't ever let us do that. Eugene is a good person. He's a very good person. Eugene is not a rich man, so he never gave me a lot of money, but he has been there for me. During tough times, when he sees me, he will hug me, he will encourage me, he accepts me for who I am. So, well done for standing by him. Well done. Kofi Ochidakotu is another good person. Ophelia Crossland, the other time I saw you at Laboni, I went down on my knees and I begged you. And I begged you. Your husband is a good man, a great father. Cecilia, the last time that we spoke, was me, Cecilia, me and the first daughter. And he was doing a great job mentoring me until I had another relapse, and he was like, no, I'm cutting this girl off entirely. You know, he had his flaws of, you know, sleeping around as a married man, but he's a good man. He's a very good man. I will go now. Stay blessed.